this one. Will it be 2-0 for Povetkin, or will Whyte get his revenge? You heard the introduction there of Harold Knight, part of the training team, who was part of the Lennox Lewis team for a number of years. And Harold, the old super featherweight, has said he really wants to get... Oh, hello, an early blow there for Whyte, and he hasn't got his legs under him at all here, Povetkin, and he's really all over the place. Oh, that's incredible. He's in big trouble early, catches a left hook, needs to settle himself down here. Less than a minute to go. Boy, oh boy, these guys are throwing howitzers.
Nick, I don't think a single shot landed clean yet. I think they were all glancing off the gloves onto the target. A lot of that was just the sheer weight and the force behind the shot, pushing Povetkin off balance, in my opinion, there.
Well, I agree with you. I didn't see anything clean.
He's certainly dangerous coming back, and he doesn't seem hurt. He just seems to be a little bit of an issue with his balance. He keeps having that was a good shot from Whyte.
And he's taking it much better than the other ones. And Whyte really loads up with that right hook. Just about to say, Harold Knight was saying we've got to establish the jab. Well,
the jab was great at the start, wasn't it, Nick? He landed a really good jab and just did it again then.
Well, some explosive start to this one. Bambi on ice stuff from Povetkin. We'll be hoping he's got his legs under him now.
Good shot.
A good one, and Povetkin just rolls with it.
It's a faster start than I expected, Nick. I assumed and I thought that we'd have a little bit of a feeling out process, a bit more respect between both fighters, having both been on the floor last time when they fought.
Well, Whyte isn't holding back. He's throwing big stuff here. He does leave himself open when he does that.
A nice combination, nice counter, right hand there, nice little move, slip right hand.
Povetkin felt it as well. The legs just buckled momentarily again. It's almost like he needed that to just wake himself up that first minute, Povetkin. He just wasn't here. Body shot. Povetkin rolls away again. Whyte claiming the centre of the ring here. Well, that was a fast start, as you said. I think a lot of people thought we'll have an... Yeah, it was just here, there and everywhere, wasn't he, in that opening minute, Povetkin?
I think every shot just missed by like a millimetre, but that was the big shot that we said landed, and he took it well, Povetkin. But very fast pace for the first round, considering I was expecting both fighters, and I think a lot of people probably was.
I think it's risky from Whyte as well. I mean, it's a bit all or nothing, this strategy. He's either going to bomb him out of there very early, or he might get caught again. Rolling the dice here, Whyte. A very positive start from him, nevertheless.
Speaking of another heavyweight rematch, you know, Joshua Ruiz, just no chances taken.
Top of the head, and again he's a little bit off balance again. Sorry to interrupt you, Paul.
Okay, no chances taken. Just felt like, you know, just win the fight and comfortably. Once you got the win, that's it. Don't engage, don't get involved. Dillian Whyte has just thrown that plan absolutely out the window. He's coming in, he's taking chances, and he's going for it.
Well, he's reddening up all over the place, isn't he? Povetkin on his torso, rolling up against those ropes.
Yeah.
Hasn't managed to land anything of any note himself yet, the Russian, but as Dillian Whyte will attest, he only needs one chance. You know, when they were talking about this rematch first off as well, a lot of people were saying, you know, even though it was Whyte that lost, the fight probably took more out of Povetkin than it did out of Whyte.
Yeah. Heavy knockdowns himself, you know, in that fight, and good shot again there from Whyte.
Textbook. Get off with the jab, bring the right cross into play.
There hasn't been a person, to finish that sentence, there hasn't been a person that's been in the ring with Dillian Whyte and had an easy night. you know, Anthony Joshua included. He's a tough night's work for anyone. Just looking a bit unsteady on his feet, Povetkin, and he did in the first round, even before anything major landed. He caught a little bit of a shot around the back of the head. Nothing too big or too eye-catching. Just doesn't seem like his balance is the best at the moment.
It's really strange.
Little bump under the left eye at Povetkin as well. Bit of bruising.
Yeah, Whyte has been a bit more thoughtful and a bit more patient in this second round, which means we haven't quite had the fireworks. The left hand does land from Povetkin. Not through that time. And again, he's every time he throws that left hand, you're just thinking, oh, what's going to happen? We all know what happens if Alexander Povetkin lands clean. Another man you know very, very well, a fellow Liverpudlian, David Price, absolutely wiped out by Povetkin, having previously put him on the floor. He is always dangerous.
Devastating shot and very good, obviously, recuperation. You know, good shot there from Povetkin.
Yeah, and it was the right hand as well.
Just glanced off the back of the head of Whyte.
That was pretty crude and wild. Well, that was better, right on the belt. So, not quite the drama there, but there is the textbook jab cross.
Good shot. Legs, there's something up with his legs.
It's just not moving very well at all. But here we are in round 3 then. Being very, very watchful. The Russian. Slow to get going, but it's only going to take one to land clean and detonate. Oh, Whyte landed there. There's those big looping right hands, and he is loading up with his shots, Whyte. There's the jab again. You hear Harold Knight just saying, there you go. I mean, that is there for him.
People forget as well with Whyte, he's had extensive experience in K1, kickboxing, Thai boxing, MMA. You know,
hello.
He slipped on the Toblerones on the side, the advertising. He's had a lot of experience in K1, MMA. I remember watching a spar with him and Rampage Jackson. And after 4 rounds, Dillian put the shin pads on and kicked for 4 rounds as well. You know, he's a tough man. He's experienced in all the rough stuff inside.
Povetkin not able to land clean there.
Oh, good shot
he
from
landed
Whyte.
clean there, though. Whyte rocked him back with that right hand. Well, that's got his attention, hasn't it? And he follows up with a big right hand over the top as well. And Povetkin has taken it and taken it well.
Staying patient, Dillian Whyte. He knows what to expect from Povetkin. He knows it's not over till it's over. As you said before, we've seen him hurt bad before off the likes of David Price and others, and he still comes back.
And he kept his wits about him against Whyte in that first fight. Like we said earlier in the evening, Paul, that wasn't some lucky punch he just pulled out of somewhere. But when Whyte got sloppy, he set it up perfectly and delivered brilliantly. He's taken a couple of good right hands here, Povetkin. I see a lot more of that jab because it's there for him all day, isn't it?
First shot that he landed was that jab, and it was a clean, solid jab. Knocked the head back of Povetkin. Sure, it'd feel like a right hand of many other fighters being hit with a jab of someone of Dillian Whyte's size and stature.
There it is. 2 more. He can make this night very easy for himself if he wants to, Whyte. Sit behind that jab. Again, looking for the big right hand. Taken a couple really well in this round earlier, Povetkin, and that was a really I just like this jab. That's that right hand that came in and rocked Povetkin.
Timed that perfectly, didn't he? Landed right on the nose, that.
Your time, I remember him though. Back in the 80s, boxed for a world title. It's Rocky Luckridge, hero of night, before finding his true vocation as a trainer. Nice start to this round from Whyte, who is boxing well, but he was boxing well in the first fight. He's got him again with a big one, and he's in trouble again, Povetkin, but this is when he's dangerous, as Whyte looks to go for broke, and they're both just throwing bombs now, here in round 4.
This is what we expected. One fighter will get hurt, it'll catch fire, and then they'll both open up at the same time. Dillian Whyte needs to be careful.
He looks unsteady, doesn't he, Povetkin? But always dangerous.
And then 30 seconds, 40 seconds go by and he's recovered. That's what you have to remember with him. He recovers really well. Always dangerous.
Landed another jab there, Whyte, and brought another one in, but couldn't land the right hand off the back of it.
I think the corner work and the advice for Dillian Whyte in between rounds has been good so far, and the advice next has to be, listen, it's a 12-round fight. The more you catch him and hurt him, you don't need to jump on him to close the show. A couple of rounds later, them shots are going to put him down. He's not going to get back up. He's not going to recover.
He can't miss with these
Still
jabs.
fresh at the moment. You're right. He can't miss.
There's no head movement from Povetkin at all.
He's still dangerous. He's jabbing, slipping inside, still looking for that uppercut or the left hook, which he throws very, unorthodox, the way he lifts his elbow so high.
You know Dillian Whyte better than me. He'll want the highlight reel finish. He'll want his revenge in spectacular fashion. He'll want people talking about the knockout, but I tell you, he can make life easy for himself just sitting behind that jab, because Povetkin's got no answer to it at all.
You're right. He'll want a highlight reel just as bad as the one he had on himself. Another good right hand there from Dillian Whyte. A lot of reddening just appeared on the forehead of Povetkin. Right hand.
And again, and he wobbles again. Little left hand gets him on the floor. Whyte makes the breakthrough in the 4th round, just as he did back in the summer. But he's all over the place, and Victor Loughlin says that'll do.